class of 2019 to your first freshman lock-in. My name is Miss Johnson for those that do not know me, and I am your enrollment coordinator here. But beyond that, I'm also a part of the first graduating class from Roe Clark. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I grew up close to Chicago Avenue in Pulaski, and during my 8th grade year, my mom decided to wait to the last minute to find me a high school that was suitable for me. So in the search, my GPA was fine, but I had a history of getting suspended, getting into multiple fights, and my record was just bad. So I was in the midst of trying to look for a school, and the district told me that Roe Clark was opening up. So when I came to see the building, I was like, okay, it really much wasn't done to it. But then I was like, you know what really stood out to me the most was that this school was going to give me a brand new start. And I felt as though I deserved that and I needed that. So when I first started, and it was in August, right off the bat, I hated Roe Clark. There was too many rules. I didn't like for people to tell me what to do. I couldn't be goofy in class. I couldn't be the class clown. And that right there was a red flag for me. So I always was in detention. I got up to 12 detentions, and I still remember this day because my mom told me if I get that last one, you already know the rest. And so I didn't get the last one. I always stayed underneath positive people. I started getting real close to our Dean of Discipline, which was Mr. Burns at the time. He was one of the deans. And me and Mr. Burns grew a relationship because I was always with him. And going into my sophomore year at Roe Clark, he ended up passing away. So sophomore year, I already knew off the back I wasn't going to have someone that was like really in my corner like he was, but I still had the ones that did see potential in me and constantly told me and reminded me all the time, which was Miss Cora. At the time was my basketball coach and also the dean of students, my principal, the vice principal, and Master Gunny, and many more. Just so many people saw this potential in me, but I didn't see within myself. So sophomore year, I came in and I was like, you know, I really wasn't going to have Mr. Burns there to always help me out. And anytime I wanted to escape from class, he was going to be there for me no matter what. So I was like, you know what, you need to change. So my sophomore year, I started surrounding myself around more positive people and not many bad influences. And so many teachers started to recognize it that right away opportunities started opening up. They sent me away to the University of California, Santa Barbara for 6 weeks where I took a forensic science course. Then they also sent me away to the White House. It was random. 2 people they selected throughout the school to go to the White House for this civil rights celebration, and I was one of them. And right then I was like, you know what? I could do this. I could be that person that so many people see good things about. I could be her. So I started to be more involved into my sports. I was the captain of rugby. I was the captain of basketball. I was playing softball. I was in ROTC, became the 2nd lieutenant. And then my junior year, I started to really love Roe Clark and started to give it my all. And I feel as though now that I graduated, I really realized that everything that Roe Clark has set for me, them high expectations as far as like discipline and academics, really helped me in college. And then also I just had to realize that there were things in this school I could not change, no matter how much I act up, no matter how much I got in detention, no matter how much I got suspended. I cannot change the rules here. Because rules are set for a reason, and once you graduate from Roe Clark, you will start to realize why they implemented these rules in the first place, and how it's going to help you in the long run. So what this whole video was about is to let you know that there is someone who is in the same shoes as you. And I understand that this was a hard transition for you, and maybe it wasn't, but know that there are people in this room at this moment who care about you, who is always going to be there for you throughout these 4 years that you have left. Your advisor is going to be there, teachers are going to be there, your freshman teachers, Miss Cora is going to be there, your dean of students is going to be there, I will be there. People in this room right now, ladies, they care about you. They were willing to put this event on just for you. When I was a freshman, I didn't have this. Well, I almost had the opportunity to have it, but my advisor canceled it because we got in trouble. But that's a whole nother story. But know that this school is going to really change your life like it did mine. The reason why I came back to Roe Clark is because I felt as though I owed this school so much. I practically want to say I owed them my life. And I just want to give back to those what Roe Clark gave to me. So anytime you have any questions or want to know more about my experience at Roe Clark and how I changed and was this a hard process? Yes, it was extremely hard, but I needed to change for me, and I had to focus on the future goals, which was to go to college and to graduate from college and to get an amazing job, which I'm doing now. So have fun. I wish I was there. Enjoy yourselves. Record anything. Show me on Monday. And congratulations on this big change that you are making. And know to trust each other and to build a relationship today, ladies. If you haven't spoken to someone in this room right now, walk around, get to know them, because you're going to be with them for 3 more years. So have fun. It was nice speaking to you all, and I'll see you Monday.